Good morning, everyone. I'm Kevin, if you are new. Today, I want to share with you 4 fabulous summer salads that hold up really well in the refrigerator. And all of these salads will count as a main course. Let's see, we are making Thai chicken salad with peanut dressing, classic macaroni salad, cucumber and black bean salad, and tabbouleh with either zucchini and cucumber and some tomatoes. And we are going to start with the Thai chicken salad. I've not tried this before, and I'm very eager to give it a taste. Now, I will link this recipe in the description below. So I need peanut butter, and the recipe specifies creamy peanut butter. Water to thin out the peanut butter, soy sauce, lime juice. I'm using this really good bottled lime juice. Too often, I will buy a whole bag of limes, and then I won't use all of them and they go to waste. So I'm tending towards the bottled lime juice these days. Honey, pure sesame seed oil. I think sesame seed oil is one of the best inventions of all time. Grated ginger, which I do not have, so I'm using ginger paste. And some garlic powder. Then we need to whisk everything together. And if the peanut butter is too thick, we can always thin it out with a little more water. It's not too thick, but I would like it a little thinner. This way the dressing can coat the ingredients. I need to taste this just to determine whether this dressing needs more soy sauce or lime juice or anything else. Oh my, this is wonderful. And there, our dressing is made. And for the salad ingredients, we need coleslaw. I'm using a bag here. Red bell pepper, scallions or green onions, and some crushed peanuts. So I'm putting the coleslaw in a large bowl. Set this aside. Then I need to crush up some peanuts. We can tackle the peanuts in a bag and mash them with a mallet. That was easy to do. And we can add our crushed peanuts to the coleslaw. I'm going to roughly chop this bell pepper. We can add the bell pepper to the salad. Then I want to chop up the scallions. And into the salad they go. We can also add some shredded cooked chicken. I cooked this chicken the other day in the Instant Pot, and then I shredded it actually in my stand mixer over here with the paddle attachment. I'll tell you, the paddle attachment does a fantastic job of shredding chicken. Now, we also need some fresh cilantro, just a handful, and she says optional is a small handful of fresh basil. I have both in the garden, so let's run outside for a moment. Now, before we proceed any farther, I realize that my bowl is a little too small. We need a bigger bowl. Mercifully, all of my herbs are perfectly clean because, as you just saw, it is pouring rain outside. Today's video was supposed to be a video where we install some drip irrigation in the garden, but the weather put a stop to that plan. So the salads were plan B, and as it turned out, this is National Salad Week. Who knew? So to make a chiffonade of basil, you simply stack the leaves and then you roll them up tightly as if you were making a basil cigar. And then make crosswise cuts. And here is our chiffonade of basil. And we can add these herbs to this salad. In you go. I want to give the salad ingredients a good toss. Add the peanut dressing. And then we can mix the dressing into the salad ingredients. Well, this is a very colorful salad. Let me clean up here, and then we will have a taste test. Lizette is here, so we are each going to sample some of this Thai chicken salad and see what we think. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my. Super crunchy. I absolutely love the peanut butter dressing and the red bell pepper and the scallions and the hint of the pure sesame seed oil. 5 stars out of 5 stars. I almost wish I had made a double batch. Now I'm going to cover this and pop it into the refrigerator. And again, this should keep for a good 4 or even 5 days. Actually, I can transfer this Thai chicken salad back to the bowl I started with, because now it will fit. And I might end up needing this giant stainless steel bowl for one of the other salad recipes.
I'm gonna make this tonight.
I don't know if you could hear that, but Lisette just said she's going to make this at home tonight. Very easy salad to make. Super healthy, super delicious. To the refrigerator. The next salad we're doing is a classic macaroni salad, and according to this recipe, this is a true Southern macaroni salad. So I have some elbow macaroni here, and I'm going to cook it in a big pot of boiling salted water. I'm going to cook the macaroni for 8 to 9 minutes. And while we wait for the macaroni to cook, I need to dice up a red onion. Recipe says half of a red onion, which I've already peeled. But I'm going to do the whole onion because I will need diced onion for another one of our salads today. Now for both the macaroni salad and the other salad that requires red onion, the recipe indicated that we should take off some of the strong bite from the onion by soaking it in cold water. I'm seeing this technique more and more in recipes that require onion. We can put this aside. We will also need a finely diced rib of celery. We also need half of a green bell pepper. And I guess I will save the remaining bell pepper for a Western omelet that I plan to make tomorrow morning. And just dice it up. And on to the dressing for the macaroni salad. I need mayonnaise, yellow mustard, and the recipe did specify not to use anything fancy or exotic like Dijon mustard, only typical American yellow mustard. White vinegar. I'm being exotic here and using white wine vinegar. Black pepper. White sugar, which I already measured out. Salt. Garlic powder. And onion powder. And then we stir everything together. After the pasta cooked, I drained and rinsed it in cold water. Now we can put the macaroni in a large bowl. I don't think I need my monster-sized bowl for this. And then we add half of the dressing. Plus the veggies. Which includes half of these onions. Give it a mix. My maternal grandmother always added diced sharp cheddar cheese to her macaroni salads, and I may end up doing this even though the recipe doesn't call for any cheese. But before we get to that, we need to refrigerate the salad and the leftover dressing for 2 hours. While we wait for the macaroni salad to chill, and while I contemplate whether or not I want to add cubes of cheddar cheese to it, we can go ahead and get started on the cucumber and black bean salad. And I need an English cucumber here, which I will dice. So we're looking for pieces of cucumber that are about the same size as black beans. We also need red onion, which you and I diced previously and soaked in water. So now I need to chop up another small bunch of cilantro. I went out to the garden just now. Mercifully, it quit raining. Well, it has quit raining for the moment anyway. Now for the dressing, we need olive oil, apple cider vinegar, ground cumin, garlic powder, just a pinch, salt, and lots of freshly ground black pepper. And I want to whisk the dressing ingredients together. And we can set this aside for a moment. And in a largish bowl, you need to add black beans. Now, these are black beans from a 15.5 ounce can, and I did drain and rinse the beans. And an interesting note here. This recipe comes from a website called Budget Bites, and they do a cost breakdown of all of the ingredients. This recipe was written in 2019, and they say that a 15-ounce can of black beans is 49 cents. Well, I went to my supermarket to buy black beans for this salad yesterday. Black beans were $2.17. So how prices have risen. Into the black beans, we can add the remaining onion that we diced earlier, and our cilantro and cucumber. This is going to be a very pretty salad, I think. And some crumbled feta cheese. I'm adding more feta cheese than the recipe calls for because I adore feta. Then we can pour the dressing over the top and toss. I already know that I'm going to adore this salad because first, it smells just fantastic, and next, I love all of the ingredients. And here again, this is a salad that can last you an entire week. Just keep it covered and refrigerated. The recipe says to allow these ingredients to sit and marinate for 10 minutes. And when 10 minutes has passed, we will give this a taste test. Our cucumber and black bean salad has been marinating. So now, Lizette and I will have a little taste test. Here's a fork for you. Love. Lizette said it's super refreshing. Cucumbers are crisp. The onions are crisp, but they're not bitingly pungent because we soak them in cold water.
I love the dressing.
I could add more cilantro to this, but otherwise, it is sheer perfection. A definite winner. Now we are going to finish taste testing our little portions here. And then for the next recipe, which is tabbouleh, we need to make a quick trip to the farm store to purchase ingredients. For the tabbouleh salad, I need bulgur wheat, scallions, fresh parsley and mint, and colorful cherry tomatoes. I'm also buying champagne vinegar and tortilla chips today just to restock my pantry. We are home again. I have my herbs and my scallions or green onions and zucchini washed. And now we are going to start making our tabbouleh. Now tabbouleh is I believe it's a Lebanese salad. And it is made with bulgur wheat. And put the wheat in a large bowl. And I will post the recipe for tabbouleh in the description below. In fact, all of the recipes will be in the description. And to see the full description, you simply click on the title of the video. Now I need boiling water. In you go. I also need the juice of 1 lemon. And here again, I'm using this wonderful bottled lemon juice. That's about right. And olive oil. Give this a quick stir. And then we need to let this sit at room temperature for 1 hour. And while that's happening, we can prepare the herbs and the zucchini and the tomatoes. Need to dice up some scallions. And I want both the white and the green parts. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of meat, especially red meat, in the summertime. I prefer lighter foods. I mean, I will eat chicken, I will eat fish, but I especially want to eat vegetables because they are in season. And I just like lighter food in the summertime. Maybe you are the same. Parsley. This is flat leaf parsley. Now, I do have this parsley in my garden, but it's too small and I need quite a bit of it. I will save the parsley stems and freeze them for stock. And I find the easiest way to chop parsley and other leafy herbs is to gather them into a bundle like this and then cut. And the parsley can go into a little bowl here. The first time I had tabbouleh was, I think, about 10 years ago. I thought it was one of the greatest salads ever created. The bulgur wheat has a lovely crunch to it and a kind of a nutty, very earthy flavor. Then we need some mint. Move you out of here. And I do have mint in a pot, but it is too small. And we need a fair amount of mint. Mint is one of those aromas that is so refreshing to smell in summer. It's very cooling. And then the mint can go into a bowl. This is our mise en place. And finally, we need to dice up the zucchini, which you may know as courgette, after I wash my knife. Knife is clean. In the comments below, let me know if you planted zucchini in your garden this summer. I did not, but I still have room for it. And now that I'm working on that irrigation system I mentioned earlier, I feel confident that I can grow zucchini and give it adequate water. And it's not too late to plant zucchini where I live. And we can put the zucchini in a bowl. And I just want to mention once again that all of these salads will last a good 4 or 5 days when covered in the refrigerator. So you can prep all of these salads well ahead of time. Now, I want to take about a dozen of these beautiful cherry tomatoes and cut them lengthwise in half. And the tomate can go into a bowl. And I did cut up more than 12 because I might like to decorate the top of the tabbouleh with some cherry tomato halves. And 1 hour later, the bulgur wheat has absorbed the water and the olive oil and the lemon juice. So I'm just adding a little salt and some grinds of black pepper. Stir this about. And now we can add the parsley. Rather, that was the mint. Here's the parsley. The scallion. And the zucchini. Toss. And then we can toss in some of the halved cherry tomatoes. And just fold them in. And then I need to cover this and let it chill in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. And after that happens, we will give this a taste test. Right, our tabbouleh with zucchini and cherry tomatoes has chilled for 1 hour. So I'm going to spoon it into a somewhat attractive serving dish. Just to show you a pretty way to serve this. And I have some leftover tomate, which I'm going to put right on top. So I think this is an attractive way to bring tabbouleh to table. Are you ready for a taste test, Lizette?
Yes.
Good. Spoon for you, spoon for me.
Wonderful.
You can taste the mint, right?
Yes.
Oh, I love the crunch from the bulgur wheat. So we taste the mint, we taste the parsley, we taste the lemon, and the good quality olive oil. And again, that bulgur wheat just has a uniquely wonderful crunch. It's almost like softened rice. And now let's pull out all of the other salads because we still need to taste test the macaroni version. Now I do need to stir in the remaining dressing for the classic macaroni salad. I think the reason we only added half of the dressing initially was because macaroni will absorb all of the dressing, and we don't want a dry salad, so we reserve half to add just before serving. And just to stay true to the recipe, I will not add that extra sharp cheddar cheese to the macaroni salad. Fresh spoons, one for Lizette, one for me. And let's give this macaroni madness a try. It needs salt. I think this would benefit from more pungent mustard. For instance, Dijon mustard, I think would work very well here. And I do think some cubes of extra sharp cheddar cheese would help the salad too. But it's still good. It's still edible. So now let's go into did we already try the black bean and cucumber? Yes, we did, but I want to try it again now that it has chilled. And we're going to enjoy this on some tortilla chips. These are the chips we bought at the farm store, which I have already dived into. Do you want a chip? Oops. Again, I love this. What do you think, Lizette, after it has chilled?
I think this would be a wonderful salad on a hot summer day.
Absolutely. So I would say out of these 4 salads, my favorite is undeniably the Thai chicken salad with the peanut dressing. What do you think, Lizette?
I agree.
You agree?
Yes.
Yeah. We both, when we were in the car driving to the farm store, we were talking about how wonderful this Thai chicken salad is. And I think you will enjoy it too. And it is a tie for me as far as the cucumber black bean salad and the tabbouleh. They're both uniquely wonderful. Well, I hope you will give one or even all of these salads a try someday. Again, they're perfect for the warm weather months. Frankly, they're perfect for any time of the year. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe, and please post a comment below, because I love to read your comments. In the next video, I hope that we get to go outside and explore the new drip irrigation system that I put in the 2 food gardens here. And until then, please treat yourself very, very well, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, friends.